Bienvenidos! Welcome to Spain on a Fork. Today, we're gonna grab canned chickpeas. In my opinion, one of the most affordable, humble, and healthiest ingredients you can get at the supermarket and create 4 extraordinary dishes that are easy to make and pack a big punch of flavors, guys. All 4 of these recipes are made with the simplest ingredients, and each one is done in 20 minutes or less. Yes, you heard that correctly, just 20 minutes or less. And let me tell you, all these dishes are naturally vegan and gluten-free, so all this food is suitable for virtually everyone. Guys, we're talking healthy food that is easy to make and does not break the bank. This is gonna be epic. For our first recipe, we are starting off with a banger. We're making some pan-roasted chickpeas with a garlic sauce. This dish is insanely delicious. The chickpeas have a beautiful texture to them, and then you combine them with that garlic sauce. It's an absolute explosion of flavors. This dish is very easy to make. It's made with very simple ingredients, and it's done in 20 minutes. I'm gonna begin by making the garlic sauce first. I'm gonna grab a 1/4 cup of plain hummus and add it into a bowl. Shred in 1 large clove of garlic. Pour in 1 tablespoon of oat milk. You can use whatever type of plant-based milk you want. Squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. And season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And I'm gonna whisk this together until it's well combined. Once you end up with a beautiful creamy texture, the garlic sauce is done. For the next step, I'm gonna grab a jar of cooked chickpeas. This is 400 grams, which equals exactly 1 15-ounce can. This is how they sell them here in Spain. I'm gonna drain them into a sieve and then rinse them under some cold running water. This is such an important step when you're using canned or jarred chickpeas, as it removes any of the preservatives that are in the chickpeas. All right, let's start cooking our dish. I'm gonna grab a large nonstick frying pan, heat it with a medium heat, and instantly add in the drained chickpeas. I'm gonna pour in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, season with 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, a pinch of sea salt, and some freshly cracked black pepper. And I'm gonna gently mix this all together until all these ingredients are perfectly combined. Remember to be gentle here, that way you don't break the chickpeas. Once everything's well mixed, we're gonna pan roast our chickpeas between 4 to 5 minutes on a medium heat. You can mix this occasionally, you don't have to mix it continuously. After pan roasting our chickpeas for about 5 minutes and they have a beautiful texture to them, you don't want to overcook them. I'm going to remove them from the heat. Transfer the chickpeas into a serving dish. Pour in some of our garlic sauce over the chickpeas. And I'm gonna sprinkle it with some freshly chopped parsley. Guys, our first dish is done. Seriously, look how insanely delicious this looks. And the chickpeas have a beautiful texture to them. That's why you don't wanna overcook them. And as for the flavors, that sweet smoked Spanish paprika combined with that cumin is an explosion of flavors. But then you add that garlic sauce and it is just out of this world good. This is one of my personal favorite dishes. So easy to make, made with the simplest ingredients and done in 20 minutes. For our second dish using canned chickpeas, we are making a chickpea and spinach skillet. This is a very popular dish here in Spain known as garbanzos con espinacas, and it's best served in the city of Sevilla. Again, guys, this dish has an insane amount of flavor and it's so easy to make. Make this dish and I guarantee it's gonna make it to your weekly menu. It is that good, guys. Effortless to put together, made with the simplest ingredients, and comes together in 20 minutes. I'm gonna begin by grabbing a large nonstick frying pan, heating it with a medium heat, and adding in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. 2 minutes after heating the oil, I'm gonna add in half of an onion that I finely diced, and 4 cloves of garlic that I finely minced. And start mixing the garlics and the onions with the extra virgin olive oil. Very important to mix this continuously, that way nothing burns and everything cooks evenly. 3 minutes after adding the garlics and the onions into the pan, and those onions are nice and translucent, I'm gonna add in a generous half teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika and half a teaspoon of cumin powder. I'm gonna mix it all together until everything's well combined. Then I'm gonna pour in a generous half cup of canned tomato sauce and season it with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And mix everything together until it's well combined. Then I'm gonna add in 2 cups of tightly packed bagged spinach. This is bagged spinach. I love this stuff. It's inexpensive, pre-cleaned and pre-cut. And mix everything together until it's well combined. Two minutes after adding the spinach into the pan and it's all welted, I'm gonna add in 1.5 cups of cooked chickpeas. I've already drained these and rinsed them. Again, guys, this equals exactly 1 15-ounce can of chickpeas. Season them with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And I'm gonna gently mix everything together until it's well combined. And again, guys, remember to be gentle here. That way you don't break those chickpeas apart. Once everything's well mixed, I'm gonna cook this on a medium heat between 3 to 4 minutes so all these flavors can come together. After 4 minutes, I'm gonna remove the pan from the heat. And that's it, guys. Our second dish using canned chickpeas is done. Seriously, look how insane this skillet looks between those seasonings and the combination of these ingredients. It's an absolute powerhouse of a dish. Again, make this. It's gonna make it to your weekly menu. It is that good. Made with the simplest ingredients, easy to make, and done in 20 minutes. Moving down the list to our third recipe, we are making another chickpea skillet, but this time Allagio, which means with garlic and parsley, guys. Out of the 4 recipes, this one right here is the easiest one to put together, but the flavors here promise to completely blow you away. This is a garlic lover's dream, loaded with garlic and parsley. This skillet is super easy to make and comes together in 15 minutes. As always, I'm going to begin by grabbing a large non-stick frying pan, heating it with a medium heat, and adding in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And immediately after adding the olive oil into the pan, I'm going to add in 6 cloves of garlic that I roughly minced and start mixing them around with the extra virgin olive oil. Now the reason why I'm adding the garlics now and not waiting for that oil to heat up is we don't want to overcook these garlics. We want them to be nice and aromatic, which gives them a beautiful texture. By cooking them in this technique, they're going to cook slowly as that olive oil is heating up, giving them a beautiful texture and an incredible aromatic flavor. About 2 to 3 minutes after adding the garlics into the pan and they're nice and aromatic, you don't want to overcook them. I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of cooked chickpeas. These have been drained and rinsed. And again, guys, this equals 1 15-ounce can. I'm going to add in a generous 1/4 cup of vegetable broth, 1/3 cup of freshly chopped parsley, and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And I'm going to give this a gentle mix, that way everything's evenly divided. Once everything's well mixed, I'm going to simmer this on a medium heat between 3 to 4 minutes or until that broth has reduced in half. This is going to give the chickpeas an incredible texture as well as allow all these flavors to come together. After simmering this for 4 minutes and that broth has reduced in half, as you can see, there's still a little broth left in there. That is perfectly normal. This is what gives these chickpeas that incredible texture. I'm gonna remove this from the heat. And check it out, guys, our third recipe using canned chickpeas is done. Look how insane this skillet looks. All that garlic, all that parsley. It's an insane amount of flavor using the simplest ingredients ever, guys. This skillet will completely blow you away. Super easy to make, done in 15 minutes. For our fourth and final recipe using canned chickpeas, we're gonna step away from the stovetop and make a delicious roasted red pepper hummus, guys. This hummus has an insane amount of flavor, a beautiful creamy texture, and it's done in under 10 minutes, guys. Grab your pita chips and your chopped up veggies because this is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna begin by adding 1.5 cups of cooked chickpeas into a food processor. Again, guys, these have been drained and rinsed. I'm gonna grab a jar of roasted red peppers and add in 4 of them into the food processor. Then I'm gonna add in 2 cloves of garlic that I cut in half, squeeze in 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, pour in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, Add in a generous half teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika. And season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. I'm gonna place a lid on this and I'm gonna run the food processor on a low speed. After 1 minute and all these ingredients have came together, I'm gonna slowly pour in a generous 1/3 cup of cold water. Once all the water's been incorporated into the food processor, I'm gonna run this between 2 to 3 minutes on a low speed. This is gonna bring all these flavors together and give us an incredible creamy texture. After 3 minutes, I'm gonna turn off the food processor. And check it out, guys. Look at that incredible creamy texture. This hummus is ready to go. I'm gonna transfer it into a serving dish. And check that out, guys. Look at this incredible texture to the hummus. And I'm gonna top it off with some freshly chopped parsley, guys. Our fourth and final recipe using canned chickpeas is done. Seriously, look how insane this roasted red pepper hummus and the flavors are gonna completely blow away between the roasted red peppers and that sweet smoked Spanish paprika. The combination, it's an explosion of flavors, super easy to make and done in under 10 minutes. That's it, guys. All 4 of our dishes using canned chickpeas are done. You guys saw we grabbed the most humblest ingredient and created 4 extraordinary dishes that pack a big punch of flavors in each one. So easy to make. Add this food to your diet. You're gonna absolutely love it and the flavors are gonna completely blow you away. Really quick before I go, I'd like to give out a quick shout out to one of my patrons, Michael and Kelly Thompson. Again, guys, thank you so much for your support. You guys know how much I appreciate you. For the rest of you, if you want to support me on Patreon, help me with ingredients and equipment to continue making videos like this, you'll find my Patreon link in the description box below and iCard above. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.